was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Ready for football now from sunny Wisconsin, and off we go from Lambeau. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He's got it complete, Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play down.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. This thrown quickly out to Jones. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Line of scrimmage moves from 137-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Jones with a carry on 1st down, but I don't think he even made it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense all over that one.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw is Rodgers.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get out.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Josiah DeGuara, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Henry again on second down. Powering forward. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's brought down after a...
Got stiff to him like a bitch.
73 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Step, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he's caught at the 10-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Chester Rogers, 50 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Second and 11.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Who we got?
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley.
And the Titans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The throw over the middle taken in. And the Titans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Titans 21, Packers 7.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Now Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to have this short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Henry. Touchdown, Titans.
Don't give him nothing.
Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game.
Bye-bye, 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 deuces, bye-bye.
I'm not saying anything about them this lot. You know what I'm saying? I didn't be upset.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And the Titans are going to get the football back at their own 17. And Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
This time they stay on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Tannehill on first down. This complete to Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. And Tannehill's got the first as he slides to a halt. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely...
And his pass is intercepted for